Hey guys, there we go. Uh, so there is no silly music. There is no silly introduction to this. Um, I came home today, and I don't keep up a lot of social media things like famous YouTubers and stuff like that. I don't, keep up with Jake Paul, Logan Paul. But I got home after work today, and I was seeing people posting on Facebook. I saw YouTube videos, and it's pretty hard topic to talk about. Apparently, Logan Paul went to Suicide Forest to do a vlog and actually found a dead body. Someone who actually had committed suicide in the forest, which that is what it's known for. A lot of people, that when they have they're at the very brink, they go there and they commit suicide. Um, he did a whole vlog about it, and I know I've watched other people's videos about it today, just right before I did this video. Um, Apparently, it got taken down, the original one. A lot of people have put it back up online, but a lot of them are being copyrighted striked for, what it's for and what it's about. But apparently he went there to, I guess, spend the night or see how spooky it was or whatever. And they actually found someone hanging. And what I got to see of it, their reactions were pretty disgusting. I know everyone handles shock differently. But just watching some of their faces as they saw the body were pretty disgusting in my point of view. The girl they were with kept on giggling and chuckling. And my thing is, when they saw the body, normally normal people would be like, "Oh my God, there is a dead body. Let us turn off the camera." It's your respect for that person that has ended their life. They proceed to get closer. And in the video I heard, I think Logan was like, "You've never stood next to a dead body." That's very disrespectful to that person. I understand he blurred out the face to block the identity, but to put someone's that has killed themselves on camera, whether you've blurred out their face or not, is highly disrespectful. I, I just, suicide is not something that should be how do I put it, used to get more views, to get, followers. I would have not even put that into my video if that would have happened. Just the way they reacted, they were laughing. He said, "We found a fucking dead body." And like I said, everyone handles that kind of shock in different ways. But I do think that they could have handled that a lot better. And I know he apparently has apologized on Twitter. He also made an apology video, understanding that he did wrong. But the thing was, you should have thought before you put that on the internet and I'm assuming his followers are young teens, things like that. Because I knew he was a Vine person. I knew he made videos, but I really wasn't necessarily into his videos. I knew, like I said, I had a Vine, and I knew he was quite popular on Vine. Back when Vine was a big deal, and I know he's a big YouTuber now. Hey boo boo, yeah, I'm doing good. But I still find it highly disrespectful. A lot of people go there. That's the second place on Earth that is the hottest place for suicide. That's where people go when they have nothing else to lose. They feel like they have nothing else to cling to. They have nothing left in their life to live for, and they go to the end of their life. You don't know who this person was. They talk about his book sack and things like that. This could be someone's son. This could be someone's brother, father, grandson. This was a human being hanging in a tree that you should never ever thought, "Hey, let's put that in a vlog and show the world." Because I did see the video where he then goes, there's kids roaming around at the very end. What if they stumbled upon him? You showed it to millions of people on the internet of this person, and for what people are saying, that it's a fresh body. He hasn't been hanging there very long. That this happened recently. respect the dead, guys. I mean, there's nothing that it bothers me. It really does. It really bothers me. I don't want to talk too much about him because I don't want him to gain publicity from this. I know he gained a lot of followers and viewers from this. And I'm not telling you to go look at this video. I'd rather you not go look at it. Candace, I wish I could take that to help me with my depression. But just to put that on the internet, and that could trigger so many people. I know people are like, oh, I hate the word triggered, but certain things like that, you putting that in front of someone who's already suffering from depression or have suicidal thoughts, it's not a good thing to do. It's not. And I feel, like I said, I feel so bad for, the victim who thought that they had nothing else to live for. And I feel bad for the family. I'm so sorry for the family that they had that loss. And, sometimes you don't even know if they are going through this. Some people block it in so well that you just don't know. And he may have felt like they just didn't have anyone else to go to. I just think it was very tasteless, very immature. I know he's still young, but that was a very, very poor choice to do, to put someone who has ended their life on the internet, whether you've blocked out their face, that's so highly disrespectful. And people have shared comments where people like, I'm going to follow you some more, rep dead people. I'm like, that is very immature to say. Why would you say that? Why? But I don't want to talk about him too much more because, like I said, I don't want him to get a lot of publicity from this. Like I said, it's very immature, very tasteless, and I understand he took the video down, but sweetheart, that will be around forever. The people have reloaded it. They have saved that video. That will follow you for the rest of your life. I mean, it was very immature to wear what you wore out there. It's a very respectful place. There's a lot of that over there is not something you go make a mockery of. People go there because they think they have nothing else to live for. And I myself suffered from depression. I've suffered from depression since I was, 11 years old after my grandfather died, which I did the video of him for the charity event. I suffered through a lot of depression. I still suffer through it. I'm still here. My little brother was my amazing support system. He was the reason that I stayed alive. I didn't want, and it came close to it at some points, that I didn't think I had anything else to live for. I didn't think that no one would care that I was gone. I was ready to go ahead and go to sleep and never wake up again. My little brother is who saved me. Because I thought, who would be there to teach him things, if not for me? And how would he grow up and people say, oh, your sister killed herself? I have had friends who have overdosed on drugs. I've had friends who have committed suicide. And I wish I could have done more for them. I wish I could. I still have a picture of my friend David who died of drugs. He overdosed on drugs. He killed himself on Mother's Day. He was supposed to go to our junior prom with us. He was going to go. We had talked him into it because he was in a low part of his life. He was going to go to prom with us, have a good time. At the last minute, he backed out. We tried to talk to him to go with us. We couldn't get him to go. We went to prom. Prom was okay. We had talked to him that night. He was with other people. The next thing I know, when we went back to school, people said that he had committed suicide. He had overdosed on drugs. I didn't believe it. I was like, no, David's still here. We drove by his house. We didn't pick him up on the bus. I was like, okay, maybe just not going to school that day. We tried to get a contact with him, text messages, try to call him. Couldn't get a hold of him. It was not until I got to school that the realization had hit me that he was no longer here. I look back on that, and I told him, and I always told him I'm always there. Go find it a lot in me. And I guess it just wasn't enough. Like, I always tried to, help him. But when you get to a certain situation, you just can't take it. I guess you just. But I tried. I tried my damnedest. Thank you so much. He's been gone since my junior year in high school, and I still don't. I haven't stopped thinking about him. I still keep my picture of him on my wall. But, and like I said, I go through it. I suffer from depression, but I'm still here. You have your good days and your bad days, But if you have a good support system and you have friends to reach out to that, you could talk to, you tell them, hey, look, I feel bad today. I need someone to talk to. I mean, my little brother knows how I am. He knows he's the one who saved my life. And I talk to him all the time, and we're 11 years apart. And we always talk. And I tell him, if you ever feel this way, you need to come talk to me. And even though I lost one friend, I've saved so many more. Just by talking to them and keeping them upbeat and trying to have them laughing and smiling and knowing that there are people who care for them out there. And you don't have to be depressed to have suicidal thoughts. Life can just get strenuous and life can suck. Hey, baby. And, it's just one of the things that you could be just stressed out so much that you don't think that there's nothing left. And then, things like that happen. But, like I said, find a good support system. And talk to him. Reach out to him, Let's see. When I go to sleep, I like to go to sleep and forget. I mean, Mr. Illuminati, I know it's hard. I'm the same way. I look back on it, I think there's so much more I could have done. What could I have done differently to help them? I think about it all the time about David. What could I have done better? What could I have done? Because should I have pressed him more to go to prom with this? Would he still be here? If I did, there's always that back thought. And I always think, how could I change it? But there's some people, and it's one of the things that one person can save your life, and some people, you can't. And and it's hard to say that. And it really is, and I guess I should have saw the red flags when he backed out of going to prom with us. And I begged him to go. And he said, no, I'm going to go hang out, which sadly, some of it was his family that condoned this. But I thought he was in good hands with who he was going with until after I found out. So, I mean, get you a good support system, guys. It's hard. Life sucks. And I know there's some points in your life you think that there's nothing else to live for. There is so much for you to live for in this life. I mean, you have so much potential and so many things you could do. Whether your dreams of being an artist or a singer or a lawyer or a doctor or a cop, go for them, strive for them, make that be your motivation. You will have a lot of negativity come your way. I've had so much negativity and so much just heartache in my life. But I always remember that I have someone to go to, and I have someone looking up to me, and I have to be strong for them. And I have so many friends who come to me with their problems when they don't think they have anyone else left. I get calls at 3 a.m, text messages. Hey, can I talk to you? Can I speak with you? Are you asleep? I didn't mean to wake you. And it doesn't matter who or what time they call me. I wake up and I talk to them. Because that could save someone's life. You could save someone's life. A small act of kindness goes a long way. And like I said, if you're suffering from depression, get you a good support system. Whether it be your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, friends. Even if it's the National Suicide Prevention Hotline, because they're open 24 hours. Reach out to somebody, guys. Hell, you can reach out to me on my Facebook. You can reach out to me on my Twitch. You can reach out to me on here. I may be a stranger, and you don't know me from Tom, Dick, and Harry, but I know what it's like, guys. I deal with it every day, and like I said, I have my good days and I have my terrible days, but I'm still here. I even have a tattoo that represents what I went through when I was like on the brink. I have a lotus tattoo. Lotuses represent, how do I put this? A rebirth in a way. Because the lotuses grow at the very bottom of a pond. And they break through the mud of the bottom of the pond. And they fight and they swim up to the very top of the pond to blossom into a beautiful flower. And every time I get to my days, I look at my tattoo and go, you don't want to go back to the bottom of that pond. You don't want to go back to that dark place in your life. Stay who you are. Stay strong and stay beautiful. Because there are so many people who look up to you and see that. And I hurt some days, there are days. Tell fart jokes. It's hard. It really is. There are some days I just don't want to do things. I just want to lay in bed and not move. But I have the big goofy gorilla that came in here. My fiance, he's there for me. My friend Melwell, who does videos for me, he's there for me. I have a wonderful and amazing support system who keep me grounded. And I'm thankful for that. So guys, if you or anybody you know suffers from depression or suicidal thoughts, please reach out. Whether it's just a, hey, are you okay? Do you need to talk? You don't look like yourself today. You seem down. Do you want someone to talk to? That could change someone's life. And like I said, life sucks. Life's not easy. But you matter, and you have so much potential to do things. I'm thankful for my little brother. Because without him, I probably would not be here today. Pretty sure of it. Pretty sure I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him. Because he was the start. So, if y'all ever see him on the videos I do on Twitch, the little guy with the glasses, dorky kid, that's my little brother. He's bigger now, he's older. But he was my saving grace. He was the reason I'm here today. And he still is one of the reasons why I'm here today. So, like I said, guys, reach out, get your support system, and you do matter. No matter how low you get, always remember, I love you. There are people out there who do love you. Whether you may not believe it or not, we do. We care. So stay strong. And always remember, life's important, you're important, and you are loved. And that's it. Thank you, French lady. So I'm going to cut this now because I'm doing my best not to cry for you guys, because this is a very serious topic to me. And like I said, if I saw in the videos, I was like, I have to make this. But I do have the National Suicide Prevention Hotline in the description. Please, like I said, if you do need to reach out, whether you don't want to talk to me, they're 24 hours. They're trained professionals. They could talk to you. They can help you. And if you do want to talk to me, I'm always free. I have a Facebook, Chrystello Lobello, my Twitch. You can hit me up on YouTube. But please, reach out to somebody, guys. Because it hurts. It hurts knowing that you've lost somebody. So, that's it. I just want to make this vlog. Look, my little neck's getting alright because I'm trying not to cry. Take care of yourself, guys. Love each other. Treat each other with respect. Every little act of kindness can save a life. And to you guys who have lost someone to suicide, I'm sorry. To your families, I'm sorry. Okay. That's it, guys. Remember, love each other. And reach out. Because you do matter. You are important. And I love you. Bye. Bye, guys.